Hi, we still have 4 of the same high frequency words this week. The first word we have here is does, D-O-E-S. Then we have the word not, N-O-T. The next word is school, S-C-H-O-O-L. Finally, the last word is what, W-H-A-T. Today, after you listen to my video, you're going to play a game with your high frequency words. Let's take a look at our game. All right, here's our screen. Remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter. It also must end with an end mark. And it also needs to make sense. So you have a capital letter, ends with an end mark, begins with a capital letter, ends with an end mark, and it must make sense. What you are going to do, you're going to use these words to complete your sentence. These words do have your high frequency words in them. We have does, not, school, and what. So we have these words that you can build sentences with. For example, you'll start with the first column, the, pick a word from the second column that makes sense. The cat. If I said the does or the is or the has, that's not going to make sense. So make sure you pick a word that makes sense. The cat ran back. And that's not asking a question. It is stating a fact, so you'll use the period. You're going to continue building these sentences, check your work, click next, and it'll tell you if it's correct or not. If it's not, fix it, work on it, and keep working hard on these sentences. Okay. All right, so today we are going to read the story We Like to Share. We Like to Share is another realistic fiction story. Realistic tells a story about pretend characters that can do real life things. We Like to Share is by Rachel Tandy. She's the author. The illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is Betsy Day. Let's take a look and see if we have any high frequency words on our page. We just went over them. Does, school, not, and what. That's what we're looking for. And I'm taking a look. Oh, I see school on this page 2. I see school on page 3. I'm looking at the pictures. I see students. I see a playground outside during the day. Looks like we're at school. We like to play. We play at school. We like to share. We share at school. So the children are at school. They are playing on the playground. They like to play. I can see their faces are happy and they are sharing. They like to share. All right, let's go to the next page. Again, I want to take a look and see if we can find any of those high frequency words. Look, I see the word does on this page 4, does again on page 5. I see the 2 students playing on the playground during the daytime. Who likes to jump rope? Rosa does. Raj does too. We can share, says Rosa. All right, so Rosa likes to jump rope, and Raj, he likes to jump rope too, and Rosa says she'll share her jump rope with Raj. Okay, let's take a look at those high frequency words. Let's see if I can find, oh, does on page 6. And does on page 7. Very well. Again, they're still playing at the playground. I still see Raj and I see Rosa. Who likes to play ball? Raj does. Rosa does too. We can share, says Raj. So Raj likes to play basketball. The text said ball, but if I look at the picture, I can see it is a basketball. And they are on a basketball court. He threw the ball into the net. She's there. She likes to play basketball too, and they can share and play together. Over here, it's I can see that Raj shares the ball. They're nice to each other. All right, we are on the next page. We're going to look for those high frequency words. Oh, does on page 8 and does on page 9. Looks like we have some new characters. They're still on the playground. Who likes to hop? Anne does. Sam does too. We can share, says Anne. All right, so Anne likes to hop. Sam likes to hop too. And Anne and Sam, they can play hopscotch together. This right here is the marker. She's handing him the marker. She says, let's share the marker. And then they take turns hopping. All right, the last page. Let's take a little sight word hunt. Oh, here's does and not, both of them. Very good. Okay, so still outside at the playground. Who likes to play tag? Sam does not. He's not mad though. He's still happy. He's going to go do something else. I like to slide, says Sam. We do too. So over here, the children are playing tag. Sam does not like to play tag. He likes to slide. And the other children, they're taking turns. They like to slide too. Remember, when you finish reading a story, it's important to take a look at the story elements. We talked about setting, very important. Setting is the time and the place of the story. On this story here, the children are at school. It is during the daytime. Another important story element are the main characters in the story. The main characters in this story, we have Rosa and Raj, and we have Anne and Sam, 4 characters in this story. And they are nice students. They like to share. In conclusion, I want you to think about what you learned about sharing in the story. All right. Let's take a look. Tomorrow, you are going to read the story by yourself. And then after you read the story by yourself, you're going to play the matching game. The matching game. For example, at the beginning of the story, they were on the playground, and you'll put that as the beginning. You'll put the other pictures in the boxes that they belong to. You want to have them in order. Trying to retell the story in the correct order. Click check and see how your work is. Today, you're going to listen to me say the story, and then you're going to work on your sentence building. Remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter, ends with an end mark. It has to make sense. If it does not make sense, it is not a complete sentence. Tomorrow, you're going to read the story yourself. Remember that you can push the speaker. Please repeat the words. We need to learn those words, memorize, and work on reading well. Then you're going to do the retell cards. And then last, you're going to take the AR test. I'm excited. If you need help, let us know. We'll do what we can to help.